Who's winning?
I know.
Quiet on the set. We are going to show you a time machine. This machine is an overhaul. We actually sold 17 of these over the years, but customers saw one of our overhauls online on the YouTube video, what you're watching now, and said, would you please do ours? So here it is. Game is in terrific shape now. It wasn't when we first started. As a matter of fact, let me show you what went on back here. As you can see, we did the LED upgrades. But what we had in here is the battery. They had double A's, and they had leaked into this chip here. So we had to take the... Oh.
Sorry.
Quiet. All right, look, come on, come back here. We got to get this done. It's diner time.
I got to finish painting too.
See, the chip here is in a socket now. We cleaned up all the acid damage. It had dripped down. Fortunately, it wasn't awful, but now the board's running right. We had a couple transistors blown as usual in these games. New capacitors here. These are those capacitors we get from Bob Roberts. I had these specially made. They're smaller packages, and he had them made for me. We've ordered hundreds of them for him. Remember, we have another 100 on the way. But you can get them from him too if you want to change them. That'll fit in here. The ones that commonly is stock are much taller and they won't fit. And the capacitor here, 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 here. So the board's nice and efficient. We did the same reflow solder on all these connectors, including the relay down here. You got to reflow solder on those relays. You have to do it on all these green boards. All the lamp sockets are now ice cold, and this connector. So you got to take these ports out and reheat. Boy, it's a production.
Clips too.
Yeah, the fuse clips, sometimes they shatter. So we order a bunch of them. Marco Specialties has those in stock. The soundboard, we had to actually repair another board. His board was blown. We had no speech, so we've done that. His board's running good. Look at the artwork while I close this up. Nice job Stephen has done. Game, well, looks terrific as usual. Playfield looks terrific. We used his original plastics. We've cleaned up everything for him. There were a couple of little minor issues, but we kind of got everything up and running pretty well. Pop bumpers needed some new parts. If you know this game, it's terrific. Isn't that neat how they make it look like a clock spinning up top? If you're familiar with the game, you try to go back in time. And you do that by hitting the 70s keys. And now I can go back to the 70s. Actually, let me turn the volume up.
Return to the 70s.
We've put LEDs in select places on the machine. Music changes, as you see. Now we're in the 60s. It will go up here. Lock our ball up. The spiral ramp here has a really nice feature. You have two shots. This one's your time warp and it kicks out over here. So if you hit these little starred ones, you actually get, see a Pac-Man sound over here. And it's actually separated between the two speakers. It's really well done. Really great sound system on this. Alright, let's see if we can get into, oh, we're ready for the 50s. Here we go. Oh, look. Our time warp. Now, we're in multi-ball. We only have a few seconds to get it up here. Let's do it. You get a 1 million points. And we have all the neat sounds as you hear. You can actually hear there you go. And there's also a knocker, so it has the knocking sound of the wheels spinning inside. Really clever stuff. Clever stuff. And I think you've seen enough. You can watch our other videos that will go into more detail in these games. Now we return back, all the way back to the 80s. We also have an LED here that flashes the supercharger here. What do they call that in Back to the Future?
Flex.
The flex capacitors, eh? Flux. Oh. He just gave... Wait a minute. Turn around, Kurt. Show me that face you just gave me. I'm I'm just awful. We're done for the night. Boy, and look, tomorrow, pistol poker, a real rare one. And boy, did this come out terrific. So watch our videos tomorrow.
We're in the yellow pages under amusements.
Living is good, isn't it, folks? That's all for now. Good night.